to another new video. I just got back from an amazing, incredible morning with my fiance. Today is a Wednesday, by the way, and we are on a new schedule right now. For those of you who did not see the community post that I put out earlier this week, due to a change in schedule and just circumstances on my end, I'm now going to be uploading videos on Tuesday nights rather than Mondays, and that is just because my fiance's schedule has changed, and that is entirely out of his control, which means that his days off are different. Thankfully, I have a lot more flexibility than he does, so I'm able to kind of work with the changes that happen in his schedule. Because of that, today was the first Wednesday morning we've ever really had together, and thankfully I am not super busy on Wednesday morning, so we were able to see each other. We went blueberry picking. It was so sweet, and of course on a weekday morning we were the only ones there. It was so fabulous that we had it all to ourselves. We actually met in the middle at a monastery that me and my mom were actually going to be doing a retreat at very, very soon, and we actually went into the gift shop. I want to show you guys what I got. My fiance bought these for me, which was so kind of him. They're actually these rosary bracelets, and they're handmade by the nuns. First up is this beautiful blue one. Absolutely so beautiful and so perfect for almost said fall, so perfect for summer. And then he also got this one. It's a little bit more wood-ish looking and a little bit more neutral, dark colors. I feel like those are my two moods. I'm either super feminine, cutesy, floral vibes, or I love the more neutral, goes with everything sort of vibe like this one. So here they are, so cute. And of course, supporting a monastery, you can't go wrong. And actually, speaking of retreats and all that fun stuff, I showed you guys this earlier this morning. I don't know if I actually showed this in a full video though yet. As you guys know, I went to a conference recently with my mom, and it says Graves into Gardens, and this was actually kind of the favor, the little freebie that they gave to every participant, and that was the theme of the conference, was Graves into Gardens. I feel like today was just themed with retreats, conferences, all those kinds of things, and just going to that monastery today just got me all the more excited for my retreat coming up soon with my mom, which is going to be a silent retreat. So we're not going to have our phones, we're not going to really be using the internet whatsoever. It's just going to be contemplative. I really can't wait. So going today just got me even more jazzed up for that. I've got a little bit of time before I actually start seeing clients, so I'm just going to maybe whip up a smoothie or something, but I definitely need to sit down at my laptop and just do some administrative tasks before the day begins. I got some work admin tasks done, so I'm feeling all set and ready to rock and roll once I actually need to sit down and be a therapist. In the meanwhile, I've got my laptop out right here. I need to figure out how to make a return for Azazi, I think is how you pronounce it. They specialize in bridesmaid dresses, and you guys have probably seen their dresses and their advertisements on social media if you are at all looking for things of that nature. They're very much popular right now. I don't want to spoil what I ordered because I don't know if my bridesmaids are gonna watch this video. I do need to make a return related to me trying to figure out what my bridesmaids will wear. I believe they have 30-day returns, so I should be totally set with plenty of time, but I want to make that return and then also place a new order now that I know the product that is needed and wanted. Let's do a little bit of research. Well guys, the verdict is in. It sounds like the return process is extremely easy for Azazi. I don't know about you, I had never heard before of making returns called a happy, what are they calling it? A happy returns location. I have never heard of happy returns locations. Maybe that's a good sign. Maybe that means I really have not been doing like any online shopping. I will take that as a very good sign. I can drop this item off at Staples and somehow they figure out how to get that back to Azazi. I have no clue how that works. Thankfully, it's not my job to figure that out. But just want to ask, you guys, did you know that? Or am I completely like living under a rock with this? I don't know. I'm really relieved that that's going to be so easy. So I'm actually going to make sure I tackle that, I think probably Friday after work is done. And while I'm at Staples, I'm also going to print off some little wedding games that I downloaded off of Etsy and that I kind of designed and personalized on Canva. I don't think everybody's gonna want to do them at our wedding, but I want to at least have a good chunk of each of the games. So I'm gonna print those off at Staples while I'm there. There we go, little double whammy. So bad I completely forgot to get footage of dinner. I was just too hungry and too excited. But we had black bean burgers. My mom made a homemade like potato salad, and then we had some of our garden green beans and string peas on the side. It was so good. And then as you guys saw too, we have been growing, speaking of even more blueberries, we've been growing blueberries and raspberries also here at the house. So we had even more fruit tonight for a little dinner. But I think while I see my next couple of clients, my mom was going to whip up some sort of like whipped cream homemade to have with more of the fruits as like a little parfait sort of thing. So I'm really looking forward to that after work. I have 2 more clients, and so I am going to get back to it, and I'll see you guys after that.